Hello again, everyone. Scoons Comics here with another exciting, oh so thrilling comic book haul. Yes, people. I went to the local comic show this weekend. This is the one that is held every quarter. It is in a local hotel. It's in just one room. There's no cosplay. There's no people selling little tchotchkes. There is just long box after long box. And dudes just digging through them, man. It's great. I love it. I bought 80 comics for $32. That's pretty crazy. I didn't find anything insane. No amazing gems. I found some really good stuff though. A lot of run fillers. I'm not going to show you all that, but I will show you what I got. And then, oh man, I picked up a couple of books from Half Price Books this week that will blow your mind, because I paid $1.80 each for these books, and they are well worth more than that. So, what did I pick up? One of the things I always try to dig for at this show, it's all just the main dealers got like 30 to 40 long boxes, and the more you buy, the better the discount, thus the 80 comics for 32 bucks. And I usually go in there hunting for runs of stuff that I'm wanting to fill and DC Universe logo books, because you never know. And I always consider it a successful hunt if I find at least one DCU book, hopefully one that I don't own. I found 3 this time, one that I didn't own. So I'll show you the first 2. Here's Robin 33, DC Universe logo book. And they had a Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 63. Cool. Then I did a little bit of speculation just because these were all in a row. And I just showed this book a couple weeks ago. Teen Titans number 20. First appearance of Crush, Lobo's daughter. They had 3. I bought 3. So if that character takes off, I'm ready. I bought a lot of stuff to just give away. I bought stuff for Halloween where I give comics away to kids. I found a local charity that works with special needs children, and they were asking for comics. They said they'd take some, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So I was doing a lot of hunting for all age appropriate books, mostly Spider-Man. And trying to find stuff for girls is hard. I found a lot of Jim and the Holograms, so hopefully that's cool. I don't know. But I got Marvel Action, Spider-Man number 3. I'm not going to show all these, but I encourage everyone that watches these, if you collect comics, to do the same thing, man. If you're at a show and you can get deep discounts and you find stuff that's for kids, man, pick them up. Give them away. Maybe you'll get some new people, some new blood in the hobby. Plus, kids will just like them because they're comics. Marvel Adventures number 2. These Spider-Man books, every Halloween, they just fly off the shelf for me because kids just, they love Spider-Man. Superman, not so much. And then Spider-Man number 6. These are all different actual comic titles. They're all over the place. And I picked up Batman Strikes. This is from that animated show from, I don't know, 2008? Yeah, 2008. Then I talked about Tangent Comics last episode, and I picked up a few that I don't believe I have. Here's Superman, number 1, from Mike Miller and Jackson Geis. Again, these are just self-contained stories reimagining what a character named Superman could be. Really cool stuff. And here's one called Power Girl, written by Ron Mars, who I enjoy a great deal. I know nothing of this book. At one point, it was $2.50. Sure didn't pay $2.50 for it now. I like wrestling covers. I'm a big wrestling nerd. I got wrestling trivia right there from the 80s. It's a hilarious board game. So this is Superman Confidential number 12. Got this great Phil Hester cover where Superman's in a wrestling ring fighting a bunch of luchadors. Nifty. They had some Batman stuff from the 90s newsstand in really nice shape, and I'm always going to pick that up if it's dirt cheap. Batman 484. If you go on Key Collector, it lists this as part of the Nightfall storyline, but it's really not. I don't know. It's a fine comic, but it really has nothing to do with that storyline. And then Batman 481. I haven't even bagged and boarded the majority of these yet. So much weird stuff at these shows. Popeye, Born to the Sea. Born to the Sea. I'd seen this somewhere. Maybe Tom Ryan had one of these copies and he showed it off. I don't know. But Popeye's a character I really don't know much about. So the origin story, like, sure, I'll check that out. Again, these books are so cheap that it's like anything like kind of catches your fancy. You're like, I'll get it. Alpha Flight 17. Great John Byrne cover. Looks great. Fighting Wolverine. Yeah, just totally bought that for the cover. Another one I bought for the cover, Adventures of Superman 464. Here he is fighting Lobo. I picked this up just because I like J. Michael Straczynski's writing. This is The Resistance, issue 1. I feel like this was a hot comic a few years ago. Maybe they were developing it for a show or something. I don't know. But I have not read it, so I'm going to read it. I have a real soft spot for goofy Image comics from the 90s, and this is a recent series that just kind of plays around with that, I think. So this is Blood Squad 7. I have no idea what this is. I'm only vaguely aware of it, so I'm going to give that a read. I like to collect what-ifs when they're cheap, and I think this one is written, it's written by Brian K. Vaughan, who I enjoy. This is What If Kazar, issued 112. So, I like Kazar. Really cheap Tarzan knockoff. I like G.I. Joe. I like Chuck Dixon's writing from Batman and Detective Comics stuff in the 90s. So here, he took over G.I. Joe at one point in time. His name's all over everything. So I thought that was interesting, so I'll give that a read. Is the artwork any good in this? It's passable. Passable artwork. Boy, talk about a niche thing I'm going to start collecting. This is Action Comics 662, second print. Got the 2 Roman numerals there. I think I'm going to start putting together a set of the Roman numeral books from DC in the 90s. It's a weird thing to collect. They're not worth much, but I have a hard time finding them. So when I stumble upon them, I usually buy them. So I'm starting to get a little set together, and I'm like, how do I find out what at a second printing? I really got to dig into it, but it's something I'm starting to pick up more and more. Is that worth anything? No, but I like to collect them. X-Men the movie. This is a giveaway through Toys R Us back in the day. Just something I didn't have, and I thought it was pretty cool, and, you know, Toys R Us is Toys R Us. Working on my Silver Surfer run, the only book I found at the comic show was Silver Surfer 54, and I did not have it, so I picked that up. At one point, somebody wanted $3 for it. They had a bunch of Amazing Spider-Man, and if they're under 400 or just over 400, I'll pick those up every time if they're cheap. Amazing Spider-Man $3.49. Eric Larson cover there. And $3.67. None of these are key issues, but Spider-Man stuff, even if I just decided to like sell these in a lot on eBay, I'd make my money back. $3.67. But I'll probably just hold them because I'm crazy. $3.71. I don't think any of these are keys. $3.68. $3.66. $3.70. $4.05. And $4.07. They also had one of these direct currents from DC, issue 67, showing off the new Batman costume from Batman 500. This will probably go in my Nightfall collection. But there is an article in the I'll show it. I did see that there's an article on the inside. Superman Returns. So I suppose this could go in my Death of Superman, Return of Superman collection as well, which means I'll probably need to get a second copy of this somewhere. I love this cover. Detective Comics 602. Great Norm Brayfogle cover. Just a really underrated artist on Batman. I think his stuff looks so cool. And then, so these shows, I always, if I can find at least one DCU book that I don't own, big win. And I found this like the second box I looked into. And I was like, yes, the whole show is worth it. Action Comics $6.95. DCU, I did not have. Hooray. And the best actual key book I probably found all day, this is immaculate condition. Superboy number 9, first appearance King Shark. I really, oh, how I wish this was the DC Universe logo version. But it's not. But still, nice first appearance. Man, then I went to Half Price Books. I went to local comic shop. I did a whole comic book day on Saturday. I went to the comic show, went to comic shop, bought a few things. Nothing, just my weekly stuff. Went to Half Price Books. They had nothing. They got a big sale going this weekend for Memorial Day, 20% off a lot of stuff. Nothing new. I even asked them because I'm there all the dang time. They're like, we got nothing new. I'm like, okay. Then yesterday, I had to drive right by there again. I was taking my stepson to a party of some sort. And like, oh, I'm by Half Price again. I'll run in just in case. And lo and behold, they had 2 new short boxes sitting up front. And I was like, hey, let me see those. So I'm going through. They were on like a special table for the sale, for the holiday. Like just table had a bunch of DVDs and CDs and records and these 2 short boxes. And I'm going through and it's just a real hodgepodge of stuff, but it's so good. Defenders 96, featuring this sweet Ghost Rider cover. I love that. Then we get better and better here, people. Wait till the end. Hawkeye number 1. This was a hot book a couple years ago. These yellow covers get fingerprints pretty easy, so to find one in good shape, that was nice. Now look at this. Just sitting there, like it's nothing. Watchmen number 1. None of the rest of the issues were there, but the first Watchmen was there. Just who sells it at Half Price Books? They had to be a collector. They know this is worth something, right? So that was awesome. And then right behind it, I cannot believe this was there. Mr. Miracle number 1. First appearance of Mr. Miracle. What in the world? I looked at this, my eyes got all huge. This is a grail book for some people, you know? It's in pretty good shape. You know, it's got some damage, but for $1.80 that I paid for this is fantastic. Oh my God, I was so excited. Jack Kirby going over to DC, creating the New Gods, creating Mr. Miracle. Book I certainly did not own. $1.80. I bought like 5 books there. I paid like $8 and some change. That's awesome. Wow. Lucked out here, people. This is really cool. And that's what I got this time, people. There's another big comic show next weekend. I'm going to go take the wife. We'll see what we can find. But this is fun. I like showing these. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week.